Good morning, everybody. Let me get back a bit. My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's good afternoon, everybody. It's about 12:20. It's Tuesday, the 6th of May. Now, everything's a bit of a worry. They've swapped me over from employment support allowance to universal credit, and you have to set up a universal credit account, and on my account it's telling me that they're going to tell me my benefit on the 18th of May, and we're only in the 6th of May, so I've got 12 days to go before I find out what money I'm going to receive, and I'm terrified because I've heard people say that there's not enough money to live on a week, and they're just managing. So I've gone into my rent account. Normally I was getting housing benefit, so they've stopped my housing benefit on the 29th, the last payment. So I went into my rent account, it said I was £142 in arrears. £142. So I'm just keeping an eye on my rent balance and seeing what happens and taking it from there. And you can always get in touch with your landlord to set up an arrears arrangement, and to also tell them what's going on. So if it gets out of hand, I'll ring up my landlord and tell them. At the moment it's okay. Universal credit is completely different to employment support allowance, which was what I was on, and my housing benefit got paid. So universal credit works a different way, and you pay the landlord. So this is all new to me, so we'll see what happens. So it's Tuesday, and I woke up this morning, I'm fine, and I uploaded a video to YouTube, and then before I went out in the morning, I did a live stream from my flat, and it was quite happy, it was cheerful, it was really cool. A guy yesterday sent me a code for Amazon to get some balloons, because I met him in TikTok. He said, I've seen your YouTube videos. He said, I know you don't want to give out your address, which was nice of him. So he said he'd send me a code for Amazon. Now this is the tricky bit. I had an Amazon account. But obviously $8.99 a month for Amazon Prime free delivery is a hell of a lot of money if you don't have parcels all the time. So the £10 that the guy sent me, which I'm very, very grateful for, half of that was taken up with postage. So I've spent half of that Amazon voucher on postage, and I have got some balloons, and I'm going to show everybody on YouTube the balloons I chose, and on TikTok, and I'm very grateful to the guy who sent me that, because I've got some balloons. I'm not complaining. So that's what happened last night. When I was in TikTok, the same guy, very nice guy, was in TikTok live stream, and he said that next time he will send another Amazon voucher for me to get Max some dog treats. treats. So I said, thank you very much, because, you know, that's what it'll get spent on. Whatever somebody asks me to spend something on, I will spend it on that. And I have got some balloons coming, and I'll show you them all. I don't spend people's money on things they haven't asked me to get. The guy said to me, you can spend it on something else if you want, which is fair enough. After the live stream, I got up and I didn't go out straight away. I needed to take Max out for a walk. The lady next door, who I had a bit of a kerfuffle with last year, was walking down the corridor and she went, "Shut up," to her dachshund. And my mood changed. It reminded me of what happened last year, and I started to get a bit of PTSD. I started to get all anxious and nervous, and my mood changed. After that woman went, "Shut up," the dog howled down the corridor, went down the stairs, she went with it, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go outside. I'm not hiding indoors. This is my life, my flats, and I'm going to go outside. I didn't feel like it. I felt like shutting the door and staying in, but I forced myself outside. Where the guy upstairs was parked last night, a block of flats down the bottom, was a locksmith's van. Locksmith. Nice bright van with a big face on it. I walked down that way because I didn't want to bump into next door. Crossed over the road. No, Harry, don't knock the tripod down. I went across the road, where I usually go behind the flats, and I went up onto the field. There was a load of dogs barking. It was really pissing me off. The woman next door was wearing a white jacket. White. I had my denim jacket on. And I was cold. I wish I'd put my warmer jacket on. It was freezing. The wind blowing was freezing. So I walked up to the field. I walked on the field, and I just, it was complete contrast to the weekend. It was full of people. A boat there, and it was a lovely, happy atmosphere. When I walked on the field this morning, it was cold, nasty, and a frosty atmosphere. No boats, and all the things had gone. I quite enjoyed that. The Union Jack flag was still hung on the castle walls. In the live chat stream, a woman came in called Andrea, and she was talking about noisy neighbours. She brought that up. So we just had a basic walk on the field, nothing special going on, and it was quiet. There wasn't really anybody about, and I came home. And where the wrong name. Where the Harvey van was parked outside the Rochester Riverside office, there was another van. There was a white van this time with a dog sat in the passenger seat. A dog sat in the passenger seat. A white van with a dog in the passenger seat. I completely ignored this, walked down, and then the cleaner with the black beard and black hair was pushing the cleaning trolley towards the flats, and it was making a racket. I went round the back of the flats, and there was a Looney Tunes label on the floor next to a packet of cigarettes, an empty packet. I don't smoke. I picked up the cigarette packet, I picked up the Looney Tunes label and any other trash that was near it, and then I stuck it into the communal bin. And that is what I'm going to do in the future, just pick up their junk and throw it in the bin myself, right? Because I did a video yesterday about a sandwich box, some mango man go. Right, so I put that in the bin. So I put this trash in the bin and I came upstairs to my flat and I felt horrible. Horrible, and that's what it's meant to do. All this bullying, dropping specific things on the floor with nasty labels on them because they can't have the guts to come to your face and say they're crap. I have not done anything wrong. I've not shouted. I've had a lovely weekend. Why somebody wants to spoil things now, I have not got an effing clue. So I have got to last until the 18th, and then Universal Credit is going to tell me what money I've got. So it's going to be a struggle from now on. I've got food. I've got food for a couple of weeks. So there's no problem there. I also got a couple of things coming in the post. Not a lot, but I thought we'd deal with the washing situation, and I'm tired of getting washing machines and brand new ones and coming home and finding they've been tampered with. So I've got myself a little portable, you know, like they do at camping, or if you've got short of space, you can buy them on eBay and Amazon, a portable little washing machine. It's tiny, you can wash your knickers in it, your socks, and your bits and pieces. That'll do for me. So I got that before, I'm just waiting for that to come. Right? I take things easy, and I'm living on my own. I don't eat a great deal. I got some things yesterday from Iceland, some bread and some fruit, and I'm going to have some soup for lunch. Not because that's all I've got, that's what I want to eat. I'm trying to slim down and get all this flab tightened up. So, my mother rang last night, Jennifer did, and her message to me, her daughter, said that I'll ring you tomorrow, which is today, and my mum always does what she says. Well, not all the time, but most of the time, and she's elderly, and I'm worried about my mother. So I gave my mum a call just now. I gave her a call, and the phone's not answering. Either she's not answering the phone, or maybe she's been taken out to get some shopping or something. But she's not answering the phone. And because of her age, she's nearly 80, I do worry about my mother. So she hasn't rung back. Normally she'll check the phone and ring it back, so she's not rung back. So I'll leave it today. If I don't get a call from my mum within the next 3 days, I will call the police, like I did last time. I called the police to do a welfare check on my mum, because she always rings when she says she does. And she said something to me the other day, if I don't answer the phone, if I don't this, will you come and help me? So I'm keeping an eye on things. I don't know what's going on. I haven't got a clue. And these dogs, these people using dogs, leaving them stuck in cars and vans, it's not very good, is it? Just to get a bit of entertainment value out of people. Leaving a dog sat in a van, I don't know whose van it was. Also, guys, I don't know if there's any post. I don't know what's going on. I've not seen a post person or a delivery van. Normally they're everywhere. Don't know what's going on. We've had a locksmith van down the road, and that's about it really. But normally you see Royal Mail everywhere or parcel people or something. I've not seen a post person at all. So I've just got to struggle on. Universal Credit said they're going to write to me on the 18th. That's a long way off. In the meantime, I've had to order my repeat prescription for my painkillers and my HRT. And I've got to collect those at some point. And I've got to take some library books back, because I'm a member of Rochester Library. And I don't want to be stung for fucking library fines, do I, on top of everything else that's going on? And of course, you're left without money for a month, 4 to 5 weeks, right? And you've got all these bills, you've got to get shopping. Well, even if it's £40 a week, that's £160, and that's just your basic food. And then you've got bills, so you've got the TV licence, the water rates, the rent, internet usage, phone bills, all that. And then, you know what I mean? You're just left in the dark. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I'm just taking each day as it comes. If I haven't got it, I haven't got it. They can't have it, can they? But you have to pay the rent, otherwise they can chuck you out. So that's a priority. So even if you can't pay it, come to some sort of arrangement. The trouble is, Universal Credit won't tell me how much benefit I'm getting for my rent. So I can't even get in touch with Hyde Housing and tell them. And then if it isn't enough to pay the rent, you have to apply for a housing benefit all over again. So when I moved in here 5 years ago nearly, I applied for housing benefit. And I kept getting eviction letters. Trying to sort this out, I kept getting notice of eviction, and I had to keep going on to the landlord and telling them, look, I'm just trying to sort it out. Can you give me a bit of time? So we will see what happens over the next coming 2 weeks. They stopped my benefit in the middle of April. They paid the last of the housing benefit on the 29th, which was a very small amount. I don't think it was the whole amount. And it was a discretionary payment or something. And it didn't cover the whole of the rent. And I don't know. And what's up with my mum? She left a message on my phone last night, but she's not rung this morning, and I keep ringing the phone and it's not answering at all. I haven't been up to Chatham for a couple of months, up where my mum lives anyway. Anyway, guys, whether I get some post or not today, I don't know. And I can't really do anything because I'm worried about my mum now. I hope you have a great day, guys. See you later.